Confidence is one of the most misunderstood traits in leadership. We're taught to believe it's something you're born with, a personality trait, a natural advantage, a gift some people have and others don't. But after more than 2 decades in corporate leadership, I've learned something very different. The strongest leaders I've worked with were not the loudest. They were not the ones dominating every conversation. They were not performing confidence. They had quiet confidence, and that confidence was built, not inherited. If you're capable, thoughtful, and not naturally loud, this video is for you. Most of us grow up believing this story. First, you become confident, and then you succeed. But in real leadership environments, especially corporate ones, it works the other way around. Confidence doesn't come first. Action comes first. Confidence is not the cause of success. It's the result of surviving imperfect moments, repeatedly. This is why so many intelligent, capable people struggle early in their careers. They're waiting to feel confident before they speak. And leadership does not reward waiting. Early in my career, I believed that if I worked hard, stayed quiet, and waited for the right moment, I would eventually be noticed. I prepared deeply. I thought carefully. I waited until my ideas were fully formed. And then I watched something uncomfortable happen. People with less experience, sometimes less insight, spoke earlier. They framed the conversation. And suddenly, their ideas became the direction of the room. That's when I learned a hard truth that changed my career. Silence without strategy is not humility. It's invisibility. Real confidence is not volume. It's not charisma. And it's definitely not dominance. Confidence is clarity, knowing what matters. And repetition, expressing that clarity over time. Confident leaders are not always certain they're right. They're simply clear enough to move the conversation forward. Leadership doesn't reward perfection. It rewards direction. Quiet confidence is built through a few repeatable behaviors. First, preparation with purpose. Not preparing everything, but knowing your 1 or 2 key points. Second, speaking early. Not long, not often, just early enough to establish presence. Third, controlled energy. Slower pace, fewer words, no rushing. And fourth, emotional steadiness. No apologizing for having a point. No defending your intelligence. None of this requires being loud. All of it requires being intentional. Highly intelligent professionals often struggle with confidence because they see complexity. They anticipate objections. They see nuance. They want accuracy. So they hedge. They soften. They over-explain. But leadership is not about proving intelligence. It's about reducing uncertainty for others. The clearer you are, the safer people feel following you. The shift that changes everything is simple, but uncomfortable. Stop asking, "Is this perfect?" Start asking, "Is this useful right now?" Leaders don't need flawless answers. They need framing, direction, and calm judgment. When you allow yourself to be useful instead of perfect, confidence accelerates. Each time you speak with clarity, something subtle happens. People start expecting your voice. They listen more closely. They trust your presence. Confidence compounds the same way wealth does, quietly, gradually, and then suddenly. One meeting doesn't change your career, but a pattern of clear presence does. If I could mentor my younger self, I would say this: you don't need permission to contribute. You don't need to be certain to be valuable. And you don't need to be loud to be seen. Your job is not to impress. Your job is to clarify. That realization changed everything for me. This message is for you if you're capable but overlooked. You're thoughtful but quiet. You're experienced but under-recognized. You don't need to become louder. You don't need to change who you are. You need structure, clarity, and repetition. Let me summarize this simply. Speak earlier, not louder. Prepare fewer points. More clearly, replace perfection with usefulness. Let consistency build trust. Treat confidence as a skill, not a personality trait. That's quiet confidence. Quiet confidence is not passive. It's disciplined, it's practiced, and it's powerful. In the long run, it outlasts performance and noise. If you want calm, honest guidance on leadership, career growth, and building real leverage, subscribe to Quiet Millionaire Studio. Quiet now, unstoppable later.